Hey James, this is John with Sheets Digital. Just going to go over some basics of website design and how it applies to your business and what it can do for you. We're going to do a comparison of your website and one of the competitors in the area and go over some basics of what drives traffic to a website. So, what we look at here when we type in a phrase like plumbing Cincinnati, Ohio, uh, is first this map pack, which it's the first thing people see. So a lot of the times it's what they'll click on. Makes sense, right? So uh, generally speaking, what drives the rank? These rankings are actually different from the ones down here. So these are your organic searches, and these are your Google My Business rankings or Map Pack rankings. Either one is fine. So what we look at for these map pack rankings are how many times your website is put into a directory like Yelp, Yellow Pages, that sort of thing. How many times it's been put into different directories like that usually is the biggest factor, on top of some other smaller things like reviews and various bits of info that you put into your profile. So going down here, we see in the organic searches, when you type in a phrase like plumbing Cincinnati, Ohio, which is a keyword that people search for when they look for plumbers in Cincinnati. And how that works and applies to a website is this phrase is somewhere in all of these websites, and it's showing up because they have things called backlinks. Now, we'll go into that a little bit further, but not too much. Don't want to get too lost in the nitty gritty, right? So, what I'm going to do is show a comparison of your site versus Neiman Plumbing here, because they are the top ones that showed up here when I typed that in. So we take our analytics tool here and bring up, let's see, which one did I put it in? Here we go. Look at their overview. So what they're doing right now is they have 542 organic keywords that are showing up on their website that people are searching for. Now, it all depends on the relevancy of what they're searching for, but overall, they're bringing in 349 people to their website every month. So, what we like to say is that about 10%. It's the rule of thumb. It could be 10 to 15. It could be 20%. It just depends on the keyword. But 10% of the traffic that you're bringing in is usually what you'll get in jobs. So they're bringing in 34 jobs or so, 35 jobs, round up, um, per month off of their website traffic alone. So if we go into their keywords here and see what they're ranking for, we can tell what they're doing. So keywords like this, plumbers in Cincinnati, Ohio, and again, remember, this is what people are typing into Google, and they're getting this. We'll see that the volume that we see right here applies down this column, and there are 300 people a month, at least in the past month, looking at plumbers in Cincinnati, Ohio. So there's plenty of traffic to be had. Plenty of people are looking for plumbers, and there's plenty out there for everyone. And as we can see, they're in the number 5 position when you type in that phrase. This is what it's telling us. They're up from number 7, so they were 7th the last time this got checked, and they moved up to 5. Plumbing Cincinnati, that phrase alone, brings in 150 people, and 21. They're in the number 1 position now, and they were number 3. So you can see how this kind of works. Now, the way you rank for keywords, the way they're getting these rankings to go up for these, and they have plenty of the page after page after page. How they're handling this and how they're doing it is another thing entirely. So when we look at their website, now part of it is being around for so long and having a really comprehensive website that has all kinds of links and content. It's a huge website, so they have plenty of room to work in these keywords, and that's what they're doing. So on each one of these pages, there are specific services that they're supplying and putting those keywords in there as relevant to what you're searching for. The other part of this is backlinking. Backlinking is what provides the power to it. So basically think of it as they have their house, they have all their couches and furniture inside, and now they need the power to the house. The way they get that is by putting their website on other people's websites that are relevant to what they do. So since they're a plumbing company, if they put their website on, say, a museum, and it has nothing to do with what they're doing, they didn't supply anything to it, plumbing wise, Google is not going to give them much credit for it. It's kind of like a popularity contest. So the more you associate with your business that has something to do with it, the more power you'll get from it, and the more likely it'll power those keywords further up. So it's a process that takes a decent amount of time, but uh, that's what we do here. So uh, bringing that back to your website, we'll actually do a little comparison here to show you what you're doing. Take copy and go into Site Explorer here. Put your website in, and we'll see. Not too bad, but there's plenty more to be had here. You're bringing in 65 traffic from what you're doing, which isn't too bad, honestly. Pretty impressive. Uh, but as we can see, there's much more to compete with, and there's a lot more keywords you could be targeting to bring in a lot more business. So uh, if you're wanting to take a look further into this, and you want us to go into more depth and talk to you about it a little bit more, feel free to give us a call. I'll put our email and phone number in the email when I send this video out, but you can also call us at 937-507-6596. That's our office number. And personally, if you want to give me my cell phone a call, it's 937-903-8766. And our email is sheetsdigital, SHEETS, at gmail.com. If you have any questions, if you want to go into this a little bit further, I'd be happy to. Hope to speak with you soon. Have a wonderful day.